Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Break. 53, check 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Fighting his way through contact.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
61, matchbox lights. 82, 82. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now Wentz. Blitz coming and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Charlie.
53 for Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check.
81, 81.
Check.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Ready?
53 is the mic. It's a party now.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
On second down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the double.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. And watch that. And watch the ball. 53 to Mike.
Throwing on first down. Herbert looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Makes it second and 10.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
18 Gator.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jameis Olawale, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go, defense.
On first down, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Wentz. And he coughed it up. And the Cowboys have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Got it.
53, check 53.
X3, 218, chopper.
We want it. Come
down.
Following the fumble recovery, Herbert. It's caught, Cooper. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
I'm ready.
53's mine. Check 53's mine. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Kill, kill, kill.
Get it.
Now Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
13,
8
spell.
at the 26-yard line.
Shoot.
This is a counter play, Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. Herbert. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Blake Jarwin, 29 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, Haywood.
Wentz now to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Wentz now on first down. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. 53's mine.
Check. Go.
53's mine. Got one.
Hey, orbit.
Check.
Again, it's Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
I got you. Let's go, let's go. Have we got Mike, number 53? Mike, 53.
Two jet.
It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
Wins to throw again. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the red zone now, Wentz eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd like to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
At the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Herbert. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
70,
They'll run here with Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Eckler looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready up. 53, check 53. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Get it.
On third down, here's Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
5 down, stand up in.
They'll run for it with Eckler, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Alert 3.
Here, shift.
He's mine.
Hey, Rick, climb 2, I'm here. Done.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the kick by Elliott is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. 56 to Mike, boy, 56, check 56.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Come on, D! Yes, yes.
We got motion, back up.
5'9". Hey, 5'7". 5'7".
From the 31, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Wentz now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check pass, check pass. Mike 56, Mike 56. I got it. 56, Mike 56, right there, 56.
Kill.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Looking to throw. Herbert, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready. 18, Gator.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he cuts it right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys! Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Throwing on first is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man.
This 5-7.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. This is brought in by Gibson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Like 56, hey.
To throw is Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On the set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once more, here's Eckler. Big hold of the 30. He cuts it right. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down, a run with Smallwood. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Going right back to Smallwood, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Eagles' 1-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they finally break through on 3rd and goal? It's Eckler again, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
57, 57.
Here's Wentz to throw.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, exit.
Throwing is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Wentz, man open, it's Goodwin. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Ram. Go. What's this on?
And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7, and that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
120!
Right there. 56.
Ram.
Come on. Check 13. Check 13.
82.
56. Check 56. Let's put him on the buses.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
14, 82, 14.
He's back to throw. This is caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Down the man inside, down the man.
Shit. No.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down.
Squeeze.
Watch 88. Watch 88. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Deep grip.
From the gun, Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say, let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Check 50. Check 53. Don't get nothing.
Now Wentz. caught by Jackson. 27 yards there, a first down.
To Deshaun Jackson. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Eagles.
Here we go. 180. Sunday.
We take win. Check three. 55. 55. Hey,
To throw is Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, check right.
Two jet. 81.
Check 6 guys. Mike 55.
Here.
55. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Back to throw. Wentz. He sets the and that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. So that one will be accepted.
We got this.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it.